Why are you jib-jabbing me in the donuts? All right, it is 5 a.m. on 9/11, and I promise I'll never forget. And I'm not in the mood to be serious, although we'll discuss serious subjects like hurricanes, double hurricanes, volcanoes, and such. I feel like I've been in a serious mood for 2 weeks, and just can't handle being serious anymore. And it's a late night chill THORnews video, which I haven't done in a while. And it's 5 in the morning. Anyway, this is Hurricane Lee, hot off the presses. And if you notice, it knuckleball curves into like Vermont and Maine. Boom. And the head's kind of towards Nova Scotia. And Kalamazoo. I just threw Kalamazoo in there. But yeah, dude, this is a serious situation. This is the GFS. And you're like, but what about the Euro? Here we're looking at the dandy Euro. 00Z. The GFS was 6Z. I know it's a lot of math. It's early in the morning. But it ain't much better. Especially if you're hoping for out to sea. Out to sea doesn't seem like an option anymore. Notice that weird turn in right there? Boom. But then it turns out. So that's the Euro. All right, I dropped it back to the 00Z GFS. If you're getting confused, that's all right. You ain't got to be on top of everything all the time. And Mercury is still a retrograde, so there's bound to be some confusion. But look, there's that secondary hurricane we're worried about coming around the 24th. Boom. This one goes into the Carolinas, the Virginias. There are two Virginias. There's a West Virginia and just a basic Virginia. Yeah, so, man, it's like before hurricane season started, I said I predict we'll get hit by 2 or 3. Well, we're watching things. And yesterday was peak hurricane season climatologically. I don't want to trigger anybody by saying that word, but I just did. There's a second one. So, yeah, we got a lot of shit to watch. Party people. Wow, there's quite an image right there. You know? I mean, we've discussed in previous videos how the storm, the way it's going to travel and where it's going to go and its angle, it's going to kick up quite a pretty big waves. You know, I don't know, man. It's quite a situation. It's still like a week away. And a lot can change in a week. I mean, it can curveball inside, it can curveball outside. Nobody knows. It's a week away, man. But I will track it. It's one of the things I do here at THORnews. Pretty good damn hurricanes. You know what I'm saying, bub? All right. Yeah, I mentioned this Mercury retrograde really does suck, though. And thanks, Louisiana Skywatch. Yeah, many have been feeling it. Have you been feeling it, y'all? Oh, man, they're spinning the live camera around. You guys missed it, though. The Kalualuilia Pele, one of the volcanoes in Hawaii, started erupting again. That's the 3rd time this year. That's fascinating, right? These pictures are kind of boring right now. Non sequitur sidebar. They need to make a sequel to The Nice Guys. Popocatépetl, the volcano, one of the volcanoes in Mexico, has been feeling frisky. All right, so it has been flooding very, very, very bad in Greece. But then, on top of the flood, you add the really spooky Halloween color ahead of schedule. And that seems like a bad sign. Man, in America, they got 7 inches of rain in the last 3 hours right near Cinnaminson and Maple Shade. I don't know where the hell is Mount Laurel, Springdale, Cherry Hill. These all sound like Starbucks flavors for your latte. Can I get some Marlton with extra whip? You want to complain about my jokes? Go ahead. But remember, this shit's free. But I guess what could be more American than complaining about free stuff? Oh, man, that was a cat. You guys missed it. I'd have to rewind. Okay, I'll rewind. You guys are worth it. Here you go, watch. Oh, there's a cat in the hail, and this is Spain. All right, this is one of those things where like the before and afters of Greece, like that's before, that's after. They're saying some of these new lakes are going to be permanent, where the floods in Greece are just like super duper mega massive, bad, horrible, catastrophic in a lot of places. And so it's just a defense mechanism for me to try to tell jokes in the face of all these gosh dang horrors that we are facing. I don't know. The future's now. And like 46% of the people say, hey, don't worry, the billionaires will save us. Like, yeah, I don't know about that. Anywho, there was flooding in Amarillo this morning. I tried to do a song parody, but it didn't really work. Oh my God, snow in Alaska in September? Signs of the mini ice age. Or whatever, telling jokes. The artificial intelligence will be our friend. Pew, 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 said the robots, or whatever. Flooding in Saudi Arabia. Man, there's been a whole lot of flooding in a whole lot of places across the globe the last 2 weeks. I don't know if you noticed. I'm overweight. I'm 50. I smoke. Shit, I could die any day now. So I do my best to appreciate life, while I'm here with you. And this is Libya. None of us, doesn't matter how old you are. Shit, you could die tomorrow. You could die today. It's not very funny, though, is it? I'm trying to tell jokes here. Now the pressure's on, because if I don't tell some good jokes, the terrorists win, or whatever, Solar flares and stuff. A device inside NASA's Perseverance rover has successfully produced 122 grams of oxygen on Mars. Enough to support a small dog for 10 hours. Wow, that seems like an incredible waste of money. Hey man, are electric cars flood proof? So I've been in a funk during this Mercury retrograde, and I watched Batman Begins, Dark Knight, and then The Dark Knight Returns, or whatever. I just thought I should mention it. And I did, right then. Did you hear about the massive dust storm in Algeria? Or Al Jazeera? No, they're two different things. What is it called? Algeria. Yeah. Well, yep. Okay. What was that? Jamie's at Gumdrops making donuts. She should go nuts for some donuts. Right. Calvin made a helpful tool for everybody. Like, if you were in the yellow, you should be paying attention. That's what Pat says. Don't get mad at me if you disagree. Remember, it is against the Constitution for people to disagree with stuff you feel very passionately about. Or whatever. Now people get mad at making Constitution jokes. It's flooding bad in Chile. Flooding through the roof. On all their Forever 21. It's come out the floor and the roof. I'm not sure I'd want to stand up. Oh, FaceTiming. Or it's probably the manager. Great news, though. As far as vending machine diversity goes, we now have the world's first and only all mustard vending machine. So go ahead and celebrate if that's your thing. I'm more of a ranch dressing guy, but mustard goes great on hot dogs and corn dogs. Yeah. Man, I'm ready to go back to Vegas. But there was a report of system-wide outage at Bellagio, possibly other MGM resorts, with cash payments. Well, I mean, like where nothing worked that wasn't, nothing digital worked. So put that in your digital Web3, blockchain, Bitcoin pipe and smoke it. Here comes Santa Claus, right down Santa Claus Lane, doo-doo-doo. Who doesn't have a crush on Mina Kimes? Oh yeah, the Cowboys won. Big time. Man, I would like to go see Colin Jost and Michael Che in New York in the middle of October when they have their show, since SNL's not on, but I don't really know anyone in New York. And then what would I do before and after the show? It's a joke. I'm sure there's something to do in New York. I mean, the bars stay open almost all night. But yeah, look at this thing, man. I would just say nobody knows what's going to happen with this Hurricane Lee. So I would pay attention. And somebody's going to be mad at me for telling y'all to pay attention. Because that's how the internet and the YouTubes work. All right. Have a great day. I'll talk to y'all in the near future. Stay cool. Ooh, it's about to get much cooler here in DFW. And that's very exciting. All right. Wait. Boom. So watch this shit one more time. This is the GFS, the 00Z, because the other one's still running, but I want to show you the secondary hurricane, which the GFS continually shows now. And so, yeah, interesting September ahead. We're only 1/3 away through the month. So stay cool. Pay attention. I love you, Astro Fight Club. God bless everyone. Have a great day. Have a great week. Oh my God, it's the week already.